Hey folks, it's Trailer Skills. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about one of the best prototypes in the game. You could have guessed it from the thumbnail. It's called the Pain Rune. And if you have this in your prototypes and you're not using it after this video, I guarantee you're going to be using this all the time. If you've noticed in PvP, your opponents may be winning with a Vanguard team, they have the Pain Rune. People finishing Twilight lands faster than you, they're using the Pain Rune. So today, I'm going to show you guys how you can use it and how you can progress your accounts. All right, so first off, let me show you how this works. What's going to happen here is you can see Leo's ultimate's going to proc already. The Pain Rune already procced, and you guys can see two people already stunned. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to use his ultimate, right? I'm going to get another shield because his ultimate is a displacement ability, which works with the Haggardon, right? The commander there. And what that's going to allow us to do is to get a shield and to get attacked, being the front line, all the focus and the damage from the enemies going on to Leo. Lose a shield, gain a shield. Also, Leo's going to heal himself. So he's just going to absorb all of this damage while also applying CC with the Pain Rune and also doing significant damage. We're going to watch his damage meter off to the left side as well. So here we go. Again, Leo's going to get back up. So we get another proc here coming in. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 stuns. I'm going to add on another big, massive AoE attack by Daniel, which is also going to play a stun. So we're going to lock them down. I'm going to hold off on Ampu. I'm going to, again, grab Leo as soon as ultimate's up and ready. And I'm going to swing back through, gain that shield, gain that health. Also going to, a stun again. Now I'm going to add the Ampu stun, which is going to knock back the front two a little bit. And I'm going to whirlwind again here in 2 seconds. As soon as Ampu hits, ultimate's going to go off. There we go. I'm going to swing through, drop a heal by Mazrani, which can apply a shield, right? And that is going to help as well. There's a massive stun again by the Pain Rune, proccing all the time because each time Leo uses his ultimate, he's getting that shield. Now, what's very interesting is the Pain Rune does not have an internal cooldown specifically, just a cooldown on, how fast you can apply a shield. So the fact that Leo's getting the shield all the time from his ultimate displacement, that's allowing him to continuously proc the Pain Rune. And it's not 100% proc rate, but it procs quite often. So if you want to gain an advantage to your opponents or to your enemies, make sure you're using the Pain Rune. As we were talking about earlier, use your assassins, use your vanguards. They're the ones that when they have the shield and it expires, they're going to proc the Pain Rune, okay? So make sure you're using that right group of people, and it can change the complete tide of a fight, guys. As you could see there, multiple stun procs of this rune will sometimes actually get you over a hurdle where you wouldn't have made it. Sometimes rerunning Twilight over and over and over again, you'll get some good RNG with this rune, and it'll actually change from you failing to you succeeding. So remember that the next time Twilight lands is up, use this rune. Next time you're in PvP, try to get this rune used with a Vanguard team or your assassin team and just do some serious crowd control work for your account. To make this work, there are a few things you'll need to know. First, you'd have an assassin or a Vanguard, commanders like Haggardon and Gautier, right? And then you need to have heroes that may be able to amplify the effectiveness of the Pain Rune. So in this case, I like to use Mazrani. He has a shield that starts at the beginning, but also what he can do for you is add a additional heal, which when you get to the next prototype I like to use with this combination, it's called Flashpoint. Flashpoint is a prototype when you get additional healing beyond its normal maximum life. You gain a shield with that hero. Well, that can also proc the Pain Rune, right? And then, of course, on the screen here, you can see that we have the Prism Amulet. The Prism Amulet is also a great way for someone like Leo to survive a little bit longer, to get more of these Pain Rune procs off, and obviously to lifesteal and get his life back up again. All right. So those are the important ingredients that you need to maximize using the Pain Rune. Of course, if you don't have all of them, you'll still gain benefits with this Pain Rune without using these others as well. And one of the things for you guys to remember also is when you go into something like Dominator, here I have an upgrade ready, which is the Orb of Domination. But what you need to understand that people don't really tell you is Enhance does not increase your divine skill level. It just gives you a little more HP, a little more attack, a little more defense, okay? So I don't really enhance many of my runes. You can see I'm sitting on 10.7 million. trying to figure out what's my best runes to use this for. And what I like to use them for is more for PvP or the runes I'm using all the time, like the Pain Rune. So what you need to do though, every time you see this red dot on advance, you need to go in there, you need to advance it, because when you advance this, what it does, two things. One, you can see here, went from Divine Skill 5 to Divine Skill 6. This is where you're getting a lot of your damage or increased stun rate. The next thing is every time you do that, you also get potential upgrade here for more stats. And stats, especially percentage stats, really add up towards the late game. So make sure you're doing that as well. If you go to Pain Rune, you can see here I'm only at Divine Skill 5 of 6. And 6 is a big upgrade, guys. If you take a look at 6, your AoE damage and your shield damage goes up quite a bit, but also the stun goes from 1.5 seconds to 2. Half a second is pretty big in this game. Just imagine all that damage you're taking. If this is proccing, let's say 5 times, 6 times in some of these fights that you may have on these heroes, I mean, you're locking them out for a real long time. So half a second will add up. I can't wait to get that next advancement and enhancement for this ability. All right, guys. So as you progress in Eternal Evolution, you're going to notice two things. The enemies are harder to kill and they do a lot more damage. And both those things you need to control the way the fight is working. And the Pain Rune is how you control the fight when you're pushing content. When you have a wave of opponents, right? And to be honest with you, I've been noticing the Pain Rune is out damaging sometimes large fights when I use it on Leo. So, you may not think it's actually best in slot for things, but if you come over here real fast and you take a look at my Crimson Abyss team, right? I was able to squeeze out level 11, which is pretty massive for my account. You can see here, each one of these levels on stage 12, I'm going to get 12.7 million XP, which is huge as we're all hitting these hyper evolution kind of exponential growth because they've unlocked all the heroes. So we have so many people to upgrade right now that this is extremely important. But my point being in here is look at what I'm using. In this, I found out that my Pain Rune actually does better work than something like my Dominant Nucleus, which I thought would be, the best opportunity to get damage. Hopefully you have a Vanguard called Leo. Just had a big banner. I hope everyone picked up a copy of him. You can use him at elite level. If you want to see how you can do that, I have another video. Link it down below. Take a look at that. You're going to be surprised how much work he can do with just one copy.